Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Rockies.Cinema, or you can just call me Rockies, and today we have a very interesting commentary topic planned for you guys, and we're going to be talking about the games I played as a child. You know, like 5 to 8 years ago, I considered myself a child. So the games that I used to play would be on various different consoles. I had the Nintendo 64, I had the PlayStation 1 and 2. I've had pretty much every console imaginable except for the Atari, because that was way before my time. That shit was old as hell. But the games I used to play was pretty much PS1 and PS2 only. I didn't really give a shit about any other console. But for PS2 and PS1, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot. That was probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite game that I used to play when I was a child, was Crash Bandicoot. And the other one that I spent fucking as much time as I played on Call of Duty was Ratchet and Clank. I had every Ratchet and Clank ever made. My mom bought me all the Ratchet and Clanks, the whole Ratchet and Clank series, and that shit was fucking amazing. I loved Ratchet and Clank. That was my favorite game. Still was my favorite game of all time. I still put it ahead of Call of Duty. As much as I play Call of Duty, my favorite childhood game of all time would have to be Ratchet and Clank. I don't know specifically which one would be my favorite, but there was so many Ratchet and Clanks made, and I believe they're actually going to come out with another one, and they're actually going to make a Ratchet and Clank movie. I'm going to go see that. If they make a Ratchet and Clank movie, I'm going to go see that, see all the characters in a movie. That would be fucking amazing. So Crash Bandicoot and Ratchet and Clank were probably the main two games I used to play, but everybody's got to play Super Smash Bros. And Mario. I played all that good shit just like any other child. I would go to the arcades a lot too. We have arcades around here. I would go play Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and those are really old. I'm not like that old, I'm only 17, but I still love playing arcade games. I love playing Pac-Man, what's that one where you shoot the people in the air with the plane? I forgot what it's called, but that game was fucking amazing. So I was really into the old games, and probably the first game that I've ever had, I believe the first game I ever had was Frogger. Frogger was fucking awesome. Where you're a frog, you gotta hop across the road when there's a whole bunch of traffic coming, you gotta dodge all the cars and trucks, you gotta make it safely to the other side, and then you gotta jump onto the logs and cross the river without falling into the river or going past the river, and then you got to make it safely into about 6 or 7 little outlets with 6 or 7 different frogs, and you have about 3 lives. That was the first game I ever had. Still one of my favorite games of all time. I had a whole bunch of those games. Frogger, I had a whole bunch of poker games. I love poker, and I don't know, I didn't play the average childhood games. Like a lot of people had pretty much Pac-Man and all that stuff for GameCube. I had a GameCube, and the only game I played on it was Super Smash Bros. And some Mario games, but I really was into Ratchet and Clank, like I said. Ratchet and Clank and any other game involving, I actually used to be into third-person games. I really loved third-person games. I can't stand them now, but third-person games used to be the best, and I want to know what happened to games that we only play games with multiplayer now. I don't play any single player games. I just find them really boring. So leave in the comment section down below what games you guys used to play when you were a child. And also comment hashtag PS1 if you made it to the end of this video. And like I said, don't forget to comment what games you guys played when you were a child and what game you probably played the most. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm Rockies.Cinema, and I'm out for the day. Peace.